Welcome to a Reddit reader. What's something you're glad your friend introduced you to? Rock climbing. It's become my favorite form of exercise, not to mention how fun it is. Edit. For everyone asking, a rock climbing gym will have all the resources you need to get started if you don't have any climber friends. He introduced me to his closest friends, all really great people. Now we all have good times together and share so many things of mutual interest. It's really opened up my world in a way I hadn't previously thought possible. That's beautiful. The best gift anyone can get is new friends, or maybe second best. A flamethrower would be pretty hard to beat. New music. It's always hard for me to figure out what I like, and they help give me so much from the experiences I got out of it. I feel like everything I like was introduced. I'm discovering things on my own, but I'll say sushi. I was always the guy who gave people the Karen stare because they ate raw food, until one day my friend told me to shut up and just try a piece. Now I'm planning to gorge myself on sushi as soon as the lockdown ends. D&D. I would have never played otherwise, and it's so much fun. Same. For years, my friend from university suggested we play D&D during a weekend. Every time I shot him down, pretending to be an orc or an elf or whatever the wasn't my idea of a good time. Then a couple of years ago, someone I was dating introduced me to it, and it was dope. Kill some goblins, eat some cheese, drink some beers. I'm not sure if it was the fact that I was older, or the fact that I'd finally got over myself a little bit, but I got way into it. Like a file of notes thicker than some novels into it. I finally got a chance to DM for the friend who'd kept pushing it all those years ago. We're at opposite ends of the country now, and it was incredibly fun. Even with the 10,000 watt I told you so grin he had the whole time. Minecraft. I was mid-20s and they spent years trying to get me to play, but I thought it was a kid's game. I finally played one day and loved it so much that I'd spent the next 4 years, way more into it than they ever were. There are just so many ways to play. You can treat it like a kid's game. You can play it like a kid. You can be an architect. You can be an engineer. Literally anyone can find something that interests them. Sleep. Seriously, I stayed up all night, had shitty sleep, hygiene, and poor mental health. We lived together for 6 months, and she helped me get on a sleep routine. Changed my life. It's incredible just how much difference a decent sleep schedule can make. I haven't had to use an alarm in years now, and I always wake up at the same time and don't feel like shit. Not to mention just how much more productive during the day you can be. I find most people discover this in their mid-20s. Given what I know of how the human brain works, our neuroplasticity quiets down, and we form our final brain, so to speak, in the mid-20s. It changes a lot of mental incentives for sure. I suspect they're related. On an off note, it interests me to think about how teens, young 20s, talk about being 30 and how their life will be over. But many people are content, barring financial relationship stress, with the new adulting lifestyle when they get there. It's because of this big mid-20s brain switch from my experiences. 16-year-old you would hate being 30, but your 29-year-old self, not so much. Generalizations doesn't fit everyone, of course, but many of us seem to be fitting into this. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next upload.